Okay, forgive me for swanning about in my kimono. I've been in Zoom meetings all morning, but I wanted to share with y'all that there's breaking news from the New York Times. The Trump regime has been ordered by a federal judge to pay food stamp benefits during the government shutdown. Please remember that 42 million people, that's 12% of the US population, receives SNAP. Please also remember that there is an emergency fund from which the regime could continue to provide SNAP benefits during the government shutdown, and they are voluntarily choosing not to release that money. Mike Johnson, John Thune, and Donald Trump and Brooke Rollins of the USDA are trying to withhold SNAP benefits from 42 million Americans, over a quarter of whom are children, in an attempt to manipulate the government shutdown situation and get the Democrats to buckle. Please understand the Democrats right now are holding the line for ADA and Medicaid health coverage. If the Republicans get their way when it comes to both the ADA and Medicaid, 51,000 Americans will die every single year. Democrats are standing in between 51,000 Americans and the Republicans. They are holding the line to protect the health care of tens of millions of Americans and the literal lives of 51,000 Americans every single year. That is what is happening. And the regime is trying to use food stamps to manipulate them, to force Democrats into a position where they feel like they have to choose between SNAP benefits and healthcare. That is an intentional manipulation. There is no choice. That is a false dichotomy being manufactured by the Republicans. We heard Senator Warnock say the other day that he's been put in a very hard position. His constituents are suffering. Either way, his constituents will suffer and die. Stopping SNAP benefits will kill people. Republicans are going to kill people if they are able to stop SNAP benefits. And they are going to kill people if they withdraw Medicaid and the ADA subsidies. That's entirely on the shoulders of the Republicans. There is no reason we cannot fund ADA subsidies and Medicaid. There is no reason we cannot fund SNAP benefits. The reason that those things are in jeopardy is because Republicans are funneling our tax dollars into the pockets of billionaires, and they're funneling our tax dollars into the American Gestapo known as ICE, which is terrorizing our communities, which is going to be zip tying and tear gassing little kids out trick-or-treating tonight, which has abducted 170 American citizens, which has exiled a dozen American citizen children from this country. That is the reality of what the Republicans are doing in the United States of America right now. So this breaking news. So here's from Tony Rahm from the New York Times 28 minutes ago. In his ruling from the bench in the SNAP benefits lawsuit, Judge John J. McConnell of the U.S. District Court for the District of Rhode Island told the Agriculture Department that it must distribute the contingency money timely or as soon as possible for the November 1 payments to be made. His order came 3 minutes after another federal court in Massachusetts handed down a victory to 24 states, which similarly sued to force the release of food stamp funding. In that case, Judge Indira Talwani of the U.S. District Court of the District of Massachusetts gave the administration until Monday to explain how it would fund the benefits. 2 different federal judges have told the regime, you must release this money, you must send out food stamp benefits, you must continue to fund SNAP during the government shutdown. Now, it's unclear as to whether the regime is going to appeal. It's unclear if they're going to release that money as of right now. So it's really important that you get on the horn, that you call your Republican elected officials, that you call your Democratic elected officials, and you let them know these funds must be released. The ruling of these 2 courts must be upheld. And this is why I say, y'all, this is why I say that we never concede. We never presume that Donald Trump gets a victory. We never let the Republicans write the future for us. We continue to fight. We continue to push back. We continue to defend our rights. So many people that I saw on social media on the left were like, well, I guess we're all losing SNAP benefits. All of those district attorneys, all of those organizations that were willing to file the lawsuits, that were willing to go to war over this, y'all, they were emboldened to do that because they heard from us, the American people. Our voices matter. We have to continue to fight. We do not give an inch. We do not obey in advance. We do not hand over anything to the regime. And that includes presuming they will be victorious in anything that they're doing. If people had just given up and been like, well, I guess people are going to go hungry. I guess SNAP benefits are, I guess the Republicans can do this terrible, awful, cruel thing. We would not have these 2 victories in court today. We never give up. This is a long haul fight. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Every battle matters. It matters that we hold the line on every single front. And we also look at the big picture. There are going to be setbacks. The regime is going to try to do terrible things. Donald Trump is using an authoritarian playbook. He is going to try and do cruel, terrible, manipulative dictator shit. That's a given, y'all. What matters is not the awful things that he tries to do. It matters how we respond. It matters how we push back. So we do not for a second presume he is going to win on any front. And right now, we have these 2 victories in court, and it matters that we continue to push. We continue to speak out. Take 5 minutes, call your electeds, call your senators, call your rep. I know it may feel like it doesn't matter. It matters. Be outspoken on social media about how important it is that these SNAP benefits are restored. To 42 million Americans, 12% of the American populace needs these benefits, or people are going to be going hungry. People will die. The Republicans will be killing people. And we cannot allow that to happen. We have to continue to hold the line. Even if you don't get SNAP benefits, you got to hold the line for your neighbors. So I think we should rejoice at this victory. This is good news. This is good news. We got to keep pushing. We got to take each victory and pocket it and keep moving forward. The future belongs to us, the American people. It does not belong to the Republicans, to the fascists, to Donald Trump.